Good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. This is your outlook for February 18th, 2014. We have a quick moving system that's going to move out of here pretty early this morning here, and there's some snow that's going to be around, especially in our central and northern areas here. Southern areas probably going to have some marginal temperatures and not really anticipating much. Most of the time, by the time you are watching this video, odds are it has already, most of the main show has moved out and there's leftover snow showers behind it. And we're going to go to the NAM high-res future simulated radar at 5 a.m. and this is showing the last of the snow here, that main band that moved through overnight. And then, as you can see behind it here, there's really not much more behind it on the NAM high res. There's some stuff across northeastern PA, and it's going to traverse over northern New Jersey as well, but really not too much. And then it just moves out of here. So some leftover snow showers, mainly in the morning hours, and then that's out of here, and we're done with it. We do have the weather alert maps up for this system here. Again, not very aggressive with this system. I know some outlets were very aggressive with this. I really don't see much down here in this area here because we have some boundary layer temperature issues. And back here in Harrisburg, Lancaster, in that area, we want a little bit less as well, just because, or an inch or two, just because we have a system transferring energy to another system offshore here. And that's why you get these higher numbers up here when you get into New England, because the coastal takes over at this point. But on the way out of here, because you have some leftover snow showers up in this area, we did have a 2 to 4 inch range. But you know, areas down here by Reading, Allentown, even though they're in the 2 to 4 inch range, are probably at the lower end of that 2 inch range. So don't see 2 to 4 and assume you're getting 4 inches. I think these areas down here in the Lehigh Valley are probably closer to 2, maybe just barely over 2. Best chance for reaching the middle or higher end of those totals will be up here in this area across northeastern PA and northern New Jersey. Of course, down here and across interior South Jersey over to Dover and back to DC, we're dealing with some temperature issues here, so we're probably not getting into too much in the way of snowfall in this area, and just rain around the coastal areas of southern Delaware and New Jersey. I'm going to go back to the GFS now, and we're going to take this a little bit forward in time. And first of all, here's our system taking off to the northeast. Now, one thing this system's going to do is going to be high pressure that eventually is going to set up down here, and is going to send the wind direction out this way. So we're going to have temperatures climbing a little bit because of that, but not anything too crazy just yet. I think your warmest day this week is probably going to be this Friday, and I'll show you that in a second. This is going to be a synoptically enhanced system that will allow temperatures to climb. And we are going to have a cold front come through on Wednesday, and that's going to touch off some showers out ahead of it. This is in association with a low pressure system that's actually sitting off the map. It's sitting up here in this direction here, but it does have the cold front that's sitting down here like this. So that cold front's going to move through. Warmer temperatures out ahead of it with a southwesterly flow out ahead of a cold front, and you have showers over much of our area here. It's just spotty showers probably in the afternoon, late afternoon you're looking at on Wednesday. And then that front moves through. It doesn't really do much to knock temperatures backwards, and that's because you have high pressure that's going to sink off the Atlantic here. And again, every time you have a high pressure that's sitting off the Atlantic coast like this, flow around the high pressures like this, so your temperatures are now, your winds are now southerly. So whatever little bit of cooling took place on Wednesday night will warm right back up here on Thursday, and you're not going to be dealing with anything in the way of extreme cold or anything like that. So next system will be another frontal boundary. This is going to be a warm front, and that's going to be in association with this system coming through the Great Lakes. This is going to have a cold front that's tied with it, sitting back here like this. Warm front is sitting like this. Warm front is going to push through, and that's going to allow temperature to surge. You can see the wind direction here with the isobars are southwesterly. That means very warm air is going to move in here for your day on Friday. This is a quick moving system, quick moving front. And you can see here's Friday morning and Friday afternoon. Might even be some thunderstorms here, especially in these areas here in our southern areas, southern Jersey, Delaware especially. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. But very wrapped up system up here in the Great Lakes, and the cold front that's attached to it is sitting here like this. So as that cold front presses through, this one will allow temperatures to drop slightly. I think it's going to be a reinforcing shot of cold air coming down on Sunday here with a secondary front, and that doesn't really do much in the way of precipitation Saturday night, but this will come through, and you'll have a reinforcing shot of cold air, and I think that's when your cold air returns after Sunday. And here's Sunday, Monday. You see where the isobars are now pointed northwest to southeast. That means your winds are now out of the north, and you have the cold air returning for early next week. So we will stay on top of it this week. Not really a lot going on other than the frontal boundaries moving in and some warmer temperatures, so no big, large-scale synoptic systems to deal with, and not much in the way of wintry precipitation once we get past today. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich. That is your outlook for February 18th, 2014. Have a great Tuesday.